Hey, so people always ask me to explain how my little IPTV setup works or how I'm actually consuming television without paying for cable and or satellite. So I'm going to take you on a quick tour of how I actually do that here in my room. Alright, as you can see, this is my room. That's where the magic happens. Anyway, we have in here a very inexpensive 42-inch LCD 1080p television. We got this at Costco for like $600. It is Westinghouse, which I know you hear that and you go, dude, it's lame. But it works great. So, and it was cheap. I think we may have even gotten like a $500 deal on it or something like that. Anyways, you can see surrounding the TV, there's like the Xbox 360. Occasionally the PS3 will show up right behind that. That moves around the house depending on what we're doing. I have some really old tower speakers hooked up. They're ancient. And down there is a USB drive and a lot of crappy wires I need to clean up and a shower curtain bar that we need to find a place for. Anyway, as you can see, I have a Mac Mini in here connected. 360 controller. There's the keyboard. There's the mouse. When we're using the Mac Mini as a primary TV source, it's really as simple as waking everything up by hitting that. The Mac's awake, the TV wakes up automatically. The TV's nice because when I sleep the Mac, the TV sleeps as well. And essentially turns the power off. I don't have much on here. I have that extra drive. It's called the Black Max. I don't know why that drive's named that. Anyway, and functionally speaking, it's basically a computer. You know, I mean, if you run, let's see here. Let's run Firefox. I think Hulu's the home page. But we don't even use that for Hulu anymore. But I'll give you an example of what we do use. So, for example, let's say we want to use Hulu Desktop. We hit that. And there's the Hulu Desktop, working full screen with of course, remote access. Let me come back here and get my remote. So the regular, any remote, but specifically I have the Apple one, totally works for this. So while this thing's loading, and I don't know what's loading, but you can do all the menu stuff that you're used to doing. Go in here and do, I don't know, let's just choose SNL, or no, what's that? Tonight Show. Play the latest episode. And like you would expect Hulu Desktop to work, you get TV. And this isn't, I mean, what I'm showing you here is nothing new. This is all pretty standard stuff. It's just that essentially I'm using this TV as a monitor. So let's get some, and I can, of course, control volume right here. Lower, higher, pause, play, change channels, go back out, whatever I want to do. Ooh, I like her. Anyway, so that's how Hulu works, and it's all right from the comfort of my bed, and I don't have to worry about, you know, anything. It just works like TV. So that's how we do that. Now you say, well, how are you streaming Netflix? Well, the answer is simple. I use a browser and I run Netflix through here, and of course it does full screen, and there's different low def and high def content. I have a remote application on my iPhone that lets me control a browser or any Flash player or Silverlight player as if it was, you know, a regular remote. So I use that for that. Of course, anything else you could do on a computer you can do here. So occasionally one of the kids will come in here and do homework or something. She's stand here and do something. And my printer's wirelessly connected so they can print stuff or do whatever. It's a simple hop and a jump to switch over to the 360 and play video games, or the PS3 when it's hooked up, or watch Blu-rays. We watch DVDs on the Mac Mini. So you just front load that thing and you're off and you go. If it's a file, like let's say we want to watch, let's go over here. Let's say we want to see an episode of Freaks and Geeks, season 1, episode 3. We'll run that maybe in the VLC player. And again, that
All right, here's the bet.
Where's Bill?
$10. drink this much of anything. Anything? Anything.
Love this episode.
As long as it's something you can eat. Okay, only stuff from the kitchen, nothing from the bathroom, and nothing from the garage. Okay.
Okay, anyway, I'll pause that. But my remote application works for that as well, so you can watch whatever files you want. And of course, Front Row works perfectly, and Front Row can do all of that. You can control your DVD from there and everything else that comes on the Mac. But essentially, this is it. I don't pay cable. I don't pay satellite. I haven't for a long time. Saves me like $900 a year. And it's a relatively inexpensive setup for a 42-inch 1080p screen. And the Mac Mini, as a complete solution, is about, what, $1,000 when you're done? And that's a one-time thing. I'll never have to worry about it again until I upgrade to something cooler down the road or whatever. And it works great. So I highly recommend it. And the only real issue is there enough content out there streaming or in file format or on DVDs and Blu-rays to keep you happy? My answer is yes. Every TV show I care about, anything I can get through iTunes, anything I can get through Netflix or Hulu is all good for me. If your question is, can I watch live sporting events? The answer is no, and that's still the biggest hang-up. So if you want to watch live events like Michael Jackson's funeral, I can't imagine why you would, but if you did, or the Super Bowl, then you're kind of screwed. Outside of those things, outside of live programming, in terms of time-delayed product, I think this is the way to go. Sorry, I'm just goofing around here, and I'll get really close to Bill.
And it has to be food. Okay, nothing from under the sink. Okay, no cleansers, no detergent, no furniture polish, and no cut-up bits of sponge.
All right, so there you have it. That's how I do TV. I hope you enjoyed that. Good luck with whatever that crap you're going to do. Bye.